All right, what's going on? My name is Coach Dave from StructuredStrength.com, and Abe just started the video before I was ready, so I hope this goes well. We're going to be talking about how to get better at squats without any fancy equipment. So we see all this cool stuff out there, social media, really fancy exercises, all that stuff is great, but sometimes we forget some really, really basic stuff, as well as simplifying things so that way you can build a good foundation. You can be stronger long term. So my number one way to have people get stronger at squats in 60 days without anything crazy is I get rid of the barbell. We go very simple equipment. We go no two-legged squats, which for you might be weird because you're probably watching this and you're a strength person. You want to squat, you want to squat. What if in 60 days, your knees get healthier, your core gets stronger, your hips get healthier, you become stronger in range of motion, so when you go back and barbell squat, you're stronger than you've ever been before. Are you willing to do that? So I'm going to show some basic exercises that you can throw in. Simple way to progress this is start with very low sets, 3 sets of 10. If you don't have a lot of weight, the next week you can just add another set or add some reps. So we want to progress in a few different ways. One way we can do it is adding reps at the same weight, or we can keep the same amount of reps and add weight, and you can mix and match that as well too. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the good old step up. All right, I'm going to show it without weight first. Now, if you don't have dumbbells or you don't have enough dumbbells, you can go one dumbbell. You can go backpacks loaded with stuff. You can go goblet squat style. I'll kind of show some of those variations for you. Hey, water jug thing, whatever you need to do, because weight is weight. Your body doesn't know if it's a perfectly balanced dumbbell or perfectly weighed barbell. They just know that your body just knows there's load on it. It doesn't care what the load looks like. That's why some of the strongest people work out with some of the junkiest equipment. It doesn't matter. I know that nice new shiny barbell is beautiful, but some of the strongest people in the world, the barbell looks like you're going to have to get a tetanus shot after using it. All right, so step ups, really simple. We want to control it through the whole range of motion. So one of the interesting things about the step up is that the bottom of it, or the first part of the step up, is pretty much the bottom of the squat. And that's where most of us are really lacking strength and stability. So here I am. I'm going to do the best I can not to push off with this leg. So I lock out this leg a little bit, drive up, control it down. Now on the way down, make sure you're not locking out the leg on the way down. You want to absorb it. Drive up, control it down. At first, just doing a set of 10 without any weight is probably going to be hard for you. All right? Because there's going to be all these muscles you're not used to using. Because at the bottom of the squat, most people spend very little time. There's shotgun right out of it. If you only have one dumbbell, you can hold it in the front, you can hold it on your shoulder, you can hold it next to you, whatever works for you. If you want to challenge your core more, you can hold it next to you, or on the opposite side as your leg. Up, control it down. And again, start with something simple. It might just be body weight only. Especially if you've never done these, you're going to be really sore in places you're probably not used to. So that's exercise number 1. We can start off with just 3 sets of 10 per leg. The next week, go up in weight or go up in reps at the same weight and build across. When you feel like you're stuck, drop the reps back down to 10, bump up that weight. All right? That's exercise number 1. Number 2 is going to be something kind of funny. So it'll be a little odd, a little different. It's just going to be a box hamstring curl. Now, if you don't have a box, you can do this on a bench. You can do this on stairs. You can do this on a couch. If you have like a small retaining wall in your backyard, if you have a front porch, wherever you can use, figure out something you can step on that's stable. The box hamstring curl. I'm going to start my heels in the box. Hopefully I'm 90-90. I think I have to get a little closer. And at first, we're going to go both legs at one time. As you get better at it, right, if you can do 3 sets of 20 with this, no problem. Switch to one leg. And it is going to change as my hamstring lights up already, all right? You'd be surprised how different that feels, as well as how much more core and glute you get out of it compared to like hamstring curls, things like that. A lot of us do Romanian deadlifts the wrong way. We have a hard time. So single leg or double leg and then single leg. Again, start with that 3 sets of 10. You'd be surprised. Now, the next part is just some simple core work, and that's it. Now, most of us think we do core work. We do a ton of flexion. Maybe you're doing back extension, hip extensions. I want you to focus on isometric core work. So one of the things you can do is just do a low bear crawl hold. This is way more challenging than you realize. I like it for squats because my hips and knees are bent, so it's that bottom of the squat kind of position where most of us have a hard time, and that's where your core is going to fail you when you drive up out of the squat. So hopefully my knees and hips are lined up. My wrists and shoulders are lined up. I put my toes into the ground. and on a breathe and brace, lift up, not that much, and they'll hang out here. In week 1, my goal will be to accumulate about 2 minutes, maybe just 90 seconds, but we want perfect positioning. And what we're teaching ourselves is how to brace our core in that hip flexion, knee flexion position when we're at the bottom of the squat. So there's 3 simple exercises. You can do this 2 times a week for the next 60 days. When you feel good, maybe you throw it in 3 times a week. You'd be surprised how much better your squats will feel at the end of it. Step ups, controlled. Don't bounce, don't push off. Control that negative. Box hamstring curls. All right, start with double, go single. You don't need to add weight. Let's get some volume. Let's see how our hamstrings feel. And then that very simple core exercise that is extremely, extremely hard. I can't wait to see you try it. Make sure you really brace on it. Try that for the next 60 days. Now, if you're there and you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing, I need help, click the link below. Let's get on a phone call. Let's see if we're a good fit for each other. Let's get those squats nice and strong in 2020. Talk to you guys soon.